for somebody who's listening and they're sold on setting up this type of system, how do they go about who they should be reaching out to for recommenders? Is it as simple as just looking at who else serves your clients, your customers? Or if you are going
Yes.
into a new situation, you just make a list of
It
everybody?
is. And what you do is, as you're dealing with prospects, you learn some other things that they deal with, right? Like, we know what merchants deal with outside of what we offer them. So those are the people I want to get in contact with. Merchants need funding. Merchants need, depending on the type of merchant, they need, displays, or they need, inventory. They need, you just learn what's the most common thing that merchants deal with. And for us, it was banking, right? We're in a kind of banking, but we don't handle checking and savings and loans and all those things. But so we kind of team up there. And that's where we got a lot of business over the years. We even developed a program of our own. John talked a little bit about the Give Back program earlier. That honestly, what I love about that program is it's not what you would expect going into it, right? You'd go, how does that all work in this deal? And people
Mm-hmm.
tune in, they go, well, explain that to me. How does it work? And then you explain it. And what I found, I think, John, you probably have seen this too, is that most people that are successful, they're very philanthropic. They believe, they run a successful business. They know that, yeah, they put the hard work in, but without a little bit of luck, they wouldn't be there, so they should typically have something they champion. So it hits a chord with most merchants, not all merchants, but most of them. So that's one program that we developed, and it's been hugely successful for us. And then what you find is you go, even the ones that aren't very philanthropic go, yeah, but if I donate to this organization, they'll send more clients my way. Yep, that's certainly an avenue as well. So you find something that I think a lot of win-win-win-win scenarios, right? When you can find something there's more than one, because you can't be the only winner. Because if you're the only winner, everybody sees through that stuff. Kind of like earlier, we said you join Rotary just to go out and get all their business. They know why you're there is because you're just trying to be the winner. You're just trying to suck a lot of it, what you can. You're not really engaged with it. You don't believe it, but we believe, we're philanthropic by nature ourselves. So it just worked. And merchants love it. They go, man, I can finally do something without having to open my wallet. I can be part of donating and helping this other cause, which is a different emotion. It's a closer emotion to the heart, which does a lot of things for you as far as attrition, as far as, people accepting the program. So you just got to be creative. You got to pay attention and listen and watch what's going on.
Well, and give you a real life example of right now for this that we're doing. And this Freedom Challenge is
Right.
probably is unusual. It's very unusual for folks like Chuck and I to answer questions for free. Usually you pay a consultant a lot of money
Right.
to do this kind of stuff. And we do this for two reasons. One is that there's a lot of misinformation. We don't I'm not gonna we don't know everything, and a lot of other people make a lot more money than we do. But I don't think that there's many people in the world in business who make as much and have as much freedom. So what we do, how we go about business, is very unique, and a lot of people are interested in it. So we do this because one, speaking of like being philanthropic, I'd rather have the world, and I don't know if this is philanthropic or just interest. I'm interested in the world being a better place, and people having information that's a little bit different in a better sort of way to be able to unlock. I'd rather be surrounded by people here and provide this, be surrounded by happier, more successful people. There's a lot of frustration and a lot of misinformation and magical systems that people buy into, and they want a better world, and those things don't work. So if we can hand over some tools that people can start using right away to build something that makes life a whole lot better for all of us, makes life happier and we want to shoot everybody less,
Right.
I'm for that. The other thing is that people want to join us. So I'm all for that too. And so how do we get this information out more than just making it available here and hopefully people find it? How do we promote it? So how do we, with the Freedom Challenge, with First Financial promoting Freedom Challenge, build a massive referral network to promote this? And
Right.
so right now, we know how to build a massive referral network. So we just hired somebody who's going to start in a couple of days. And so where do we send them? When we say, all right, pick up the phone and start making calls and start letting people know what it is that we're doing, who do we direct them to call? And so we think, all right, so if we would like entrepreneurs who have real business experience running their own business, they go, man, I don't know how I ever got into this business.
Right.
A lot of people are in businesses that they never intended to get into. They just, connected the dots connected in a certain way, and pretty soon they're selling tools. And they go, I never imagined doing this, and I'm trying to figure out how to sell more tools. And you go, you know what? You've got the right spirit, the energy, and all that kind of thing. What if you use the same energy and effort that you used to sell tools to get into something, work with us, and sell something where you build passive income and have more time, and we can show you exactly how to do it. You can refine it to make it your own, and you can build the kind of life you always wanted to live. So where do we go? How do we start dropping our information out there? Where can we go to get the greatest? We call multiples. So you just don't go to one place and say, hey, we've got this. We go to one place who will share information with more than one person, maybe 10, 20, 100, 1,000. Where do you go? Where do you drop this information? Where would be the top 100? Where would be the top 10? Where would be the top 10 places you'd go with this? And what are they? What would you say? And after you go there, what are the what's the top 100? What's the top 1,000? What are the 10,000 places? And so that's how we're doing it literally right now. And she starts. She starts tomorrow. so that's what we're loading up right now is where are you top 10? And we've never done this before. I mean, we've built referral networks for merchants. We've never done this before. So we're new at this. I'm not sure how it's, we have a little bit of experience because we've contacted influencers in the past. And so we have understanding of what they do and how they operate. It's making sure you get a hold of the right influencer who has the right sort of that has the same followers. And I think we'll go to them with a positive message. But one of the also kind of in there somewhere messages, what, the followers that you have are going to find out about us because we're going to go about this extremely aggressively. They will find out about us. Now, do you want them to find out about us through you or somebody else? Because when they send them over here and we end up generating revenue, we'll also pass through revenue to the influencer.
Right.
So do they want to get the revenue? Do they want to share us with their followers, or do they want, because their followers follow not just one person, right? People who are looking around aren't just looking at one place. They're looking for the information that they're trying to find, and we probably have that for a lot of the right sort of people. So anyway, so we're doing the same thing. We are doing the same thing. We're building a new one.
Yeah,
it's exciting, actually. I don't know what we'll find exactly, but we're going to find it. We'll unlock it. We will unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
So that you see that attitude too. It's like we will figure it out. It never goes the way you expect. It goes the way it's supposed to go. And as we do workarounds, we'll do workarounds based on what it is we want to build, not where we go, oh, typical business tells us to go this way. We go, stop, hold on a second. What is it that we're building? And we're going to work around that way, not the typical way. It's the way that we go, all right, it's reverse engineering it. Okay, we want to build this thing. We reverse engineer all the way down to the first 10 calls. And within that, how we end up taking it is based on where we want it to go.